Welcome to the Isle of Knowledge. Today we are going to talk about milk. Even though we all know about it, let's discover some interesting facts about milk. In general, it is defined as an opaque white liquid, rich in fat and protein, secreted by female mammals to feed their infants. Of course, it is the primary food source for mammals. Many cultures around the globe have included milk in their founding myths. The ancient Greeks, Romans, Egyptians, Indians, and others considered milk as food of the gods, and held it in high esteem. The ancient Greeks believed the galaxy was formed when Hera removed Heracles from her breast, and her divine milk spilled across the heavens. It's important to keep in mind that the word galaxy derives from the Greek phrase galaxios kuklos, which means milky circle, and probably refers to the night sky's white light produced by the stars. In Hinduism, the universe was originally a sea of milk, which the gods churned to create butter. Of course, our own galaxy is known by another milky term, the Milky Way. Milk has been consumed by humans for thousands of years. There are many different types of milk, including cow's milk, goat's milk, sheep's milk, and milk from other animals. Cow's milk is the most commonly consumed type of milk in many countries. And today's topic mainly focused on cow's milk. Thanks to 19th century French biologist Louis Pasteur, the milk we drink today contains little or no harmful bacteria. Pasteur initially applied his bacteria-killing technique, known as pasteurization, to beer. Thanks to him, we can now enjoy our lives, without having to worry about potential illnesses and possible deaths from our consumption of dairy products. In most milk processing plants, chilled raw milk is heated by passing it between heated stainless steel plates until it reaches 161 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly 72 degrees Celsius. It's then held at that temperature for at least 15 seconds, before it's quickly cooled back to its original temperature of 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius. Here's the cool part. The dairy industry is using heat from the heated pasteurized milk to warm the next batch of cold raw milk. And the hot pasteurized milk is subsequently cooled, using cold milk. In this technique, the industry pasteurizes milk more effectively, by using less energy for heating and cooling. The average dairy cow produces approximately 7.5 gallons of milk each day. And dairy farmers and homesteaders are only getting better at finding ways to make cows more productive. All cows, regardless of breed, produce milk when they deliver a calf. About 10 months after a cow gives birth to a calf, milk production decreases substantially. The cow will undergo a drying off period and needs to be rebreed to keep producing milk. A Holstein cow holds the record by the name of Robotham Suzette Patty, of the family-run Robotham Farm near Springfield, Missouri. At her peak, Suzette produced more than 200 pounds of milk per day. India is the world's largest milk producer, with 22% of global production, followed by the United States of America, China, Pakistan, and Brazil. Since the 1970s, most of the expansion in milk production has been in South Asia, which is the primary driver of milk production growth in the developing world. Despite its creamy texture, milk is actually 85 to 95% water. The rest of its volume comes from vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. Milk has 9 essential nutrients for human health: calcium, potassium, phosphorus, protein, niacin, vitamin A, vitamin B12, riboflavin, and vitamin D. Milk is the only food that you can entirely survive on. No single vegetable, legume, or type of carbohydrate contains all 9 essential amino acids that humans require to build proteins. And a meat-only diet lacks the necessary vitamin C. Milk, however, contains every nutrient we need, even as adults. To absorb the same amount of calcium as you get from 1 cup of milk, you would have to eat either 10 cups of raw spinach, 6 servings of pinto beans, or 3 cups of cooked broccoli in one sitting. In terms of quality and nutrition, there is no real difference between organic and regular milk. They all share the same amount of calcium, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Organic milk differs from conventional milk in 3 specific ways. First, it must come from cows that aren't treated with antibiotics. Second, not given any hormones for growth or reproduction. And third, cows have to receive at least 30% of their diet from pasture. That 30% comes out to 120 days out of the year. Fat-free milk, also called non-fat and skim milk, has no fat, but it provides the same powerful nutrient package of calcium plus 8 other essential nutrients. Lactose-free milk is regular milk with the same 9 essential nutrients. Just no lactose, a sugar naturally present in milk. Lactose is a type of sugar found in milk products that can be difficult for some people to digest. Food manufacturers produce lactose-free milk by adding lactase to regular cow's milk. Lactase is an enzyme produced by people who tolerate dairy products, which breaks down lactose in the body. Lactose-free milk has nearly the same taste, texture, and nutrient profile as regular milk. Conveniently, it can be used in the same way and can hence be swapped in for regular milk in your favorite recipes. If you feel the content is useful, consider subscribing to the channel and click the notification bell to join us in our quest for knowledge and the right information. Raw milk, not pasteurized or homogenized, has become trendy. And while there are supposed nutritional benefits to drinking unaltered milk, raw milk may carry dangerous bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, Campylobacter, Listeria, and norovirus. Because raw milk is milk that has not been pasteurized to kill harmful bacteria that can be contaminated with harmful germs and can make you extremely sick. In fact, raw milk is one of the riskiest food. People who get sick from raw milk might have many days of diarrhea, stomach cramping, and vomiting. Drinking milk can protect your smile, since it reduces the level of acidity in the mouth, combats plaque formation, and reduces the risk of cavities. Drinking milk makes your teeth stronger, and protects tooth enamel. It also strengthens your jawbone, which can help you keep your natural teeth longer, and fights tooth decay. Adequate calcium intake is particularly important for growing children, teenagers, and women over 50. Milk is a good source of high-quality protein, which is important for building and repairing tissues, including muscle. So if you are thinking to build up some muscles, milk is a good choice to add to your diet. Some research suggests that milk and dairy products may help with weight management, potentially due to the protein, calcium, and other nutrients they provide. Some studies have found that consuming milk and dairy products is associated with a lower risk of heart disease, and can help to lower blood pressure. Some study says consuming milk and dairy products may be linked to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Alternatives to milk are also available. Many people have stopped using animal-derived milk for a variety of reasons. Some people are unable to drink dairy milk due to allergies, or lactose intolerance, while others follow a vegan diet, and have an ethical issue with the consumption of animal products. Plant-based milk made from nuts, grains, or legumes, that do not involve the exploitation of animals, may be suitable for people who are concerned about the ethical issues related to milk consumption. Plant-based milk can vary in its nutrient content. Many are lower in protein and may not provide as much calcium, vitamin D, and other nutrients as cow's milk. Some plant-based milk are fortified with these nutrients, to make them more similar to cow's milk in terms of nutrient content. Plant-based milks might be suitable for people who are allergic to milk proteins, as they do not contain these proteins. However, some plant-based milks may contain allergens such as nuts or soy, so it's important to check the ingredient list if you have allergies. They can have a different taste and texture, compared to cow's milk. Some people may prefer the taste of certain types of plant-based milks, while others may not. Milk can be turned into bioplastic. When milk is heated and combined with an acid, such as vinegar, the casein molecules unfold and reorganize into a long chain. Each casein molecule is a monomer, and the chain of casein monomers is a polymer. The polymer can be scooped up and molded, which explains why plastic made from milk is called casein plastic. This process is not new. During the early 1900s, casein plastics were produced commercially, as an alternative to materials such as tortoise shells and ivory. It was made with powdered cow milk, as this contains high levels of protein. However, it faded from use, when polymers derived from oil came on the market in the mid-1900s. A little tip: if you add a pinch of salt to your milk carton, it will stay fresh longer. Depending on the type of milk, normally it will keep for 4 to 10 days after opening if kept in the refrigerator. However, you can extend this time period a bit longer by adding a pinch of salt to the carton immediately after opening. This works because salt is a preservative, so it prevents bacteria from growing. However, make sure that you shake the package well, and put it in the refrigerator as soon as possible. There are several ethical considerations related to drinking milk that might be of concern to some people. One issue is the treatment of dairy cows on farms. Some people are concerned about the conditions in which cows are kept and the potential use of antibiotics or other medications. There are also concerns about the environmental impact of milk production, including the impact on water resources and the greenhouse gas emissions associated with milk production. Another ethical concern related to milk consumption is the exploitation of animals. Some people believe that it is wrong to use animals for human benefit, and that consuming milk and dairy products is a form of exploitation. Do you think that drinking milk is ethical? Leave your answers in the comments section. The nutrients included in milk are rare and irreplaceable. Although the morality of drinking milk may be debatable, it is necessary to take into account the advantages milk has for our health. However, it's important to note that milk is also a source of saturated fat and cholesterol, and consuming too much of these nutrients can increase the risk of heart disease and other health problems. It's generally recommended to consume dairy products in moderation, as part of a balanced diet. If you're concerned about your health, it's a good idea to speak with a healthcare provider or a registered dietitian for personalized advice. The greatest wealth is health. So take care of it. We wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing, which means a lot to me. I love to see your thoughts in the comment section.